out of tune thing. All right. Yo, what? Who are you? Why are you in my yard? What? Yo, you can't just get in my yard like that. Who's that guy? Great, that's some crazy guy in my yard. I sure hope he doesn't do anything. I'm not reading this like a script or anything. So first question they have for me, quest for independence. Okay. I don't know much about quest for independence. I guess I've never really had that much of a problem of kind of relying on my parents. It's just never been much of an issue for me. It's not really like the old 90s high school movies where, I don't know, having a mom is embarrassing or something. Where like, you don't get dropped off like a block down the street. You don't get dropped down like a block off the street just so they don't have to see your parents, because, I don't know, I guess being born was embarrassing, I don't know. Why or why not? Do you feel like you have the appropriate level of independence for your age? I mean, I can drive pretty much when I want to. I go get lunch sometimes just by myself on the weekends when I have free time. I mean, I'd say I have pretty appropriate level of independence. Lasting bond with my parents? I'd say I have a pretty good relationship with them. I mean, they don't seem to have noticed the weird crazy guy who fell into the yard. I don't know where he went, but I'd say that's pretty much the only flaw. I don't know. I say like, with my mom, we hang out a lot. She's working a lot of the time, but like I say I have a pretty good bond with her. My family try to come up with, like me and my mom will try to come up with a lot of things for me and my whole family to do. I mean, it's three of us. And an annoying dog. I'm just kidding, she's sweet. She's annoying though, not kidding about that. But yeah, I say we have a pretty good bond. Me and my dad, Alright, yeah, so the thing for the parents, I say I have a pretty good bond. Oh my. Hey, what? You can't just leave, you just shot me in the head. You're the weird guy that fell into my yard. I don't know who that guy was. He keeps coming up. Yeah, I say I have a pretty good relationship. I also say that, like, relationships, like, with lots of people, I'd say I do a pretty good job at trying to get everybody together. Like, with my friends and stuff. But, like, with my parents, I mean, I guess I'd say I have a pretty good future. I mean, I know that they'll be there for me when I need them. And, like, my parents will be there for me when I need them. They'll be there to catch me when I fall. And that kind of just makes me not scared to really try things. Like, I can just kind of do whatever. And, like, especially with my parents and friends, like, I know they're not going to judge me. I don't care. They think it's funny whenever you do something weird or crazy. Yeah. The cliques and crowds, how cliques and crowds, very rolling, I don't know. I guess crowds, they're fun. Like, and not really part of a clique. No, I'm not really part of a clique. Cliques are actually pretty annoying to me because they're just like, it's just kind of stupid to like have a group of people that just don't do anything besides hang out with each other. Like, I guess it's good for like improving friendships, but to just, I guess, equally be annoyed at everybody else. But it just seems kind of like a stressful life just to not want anybody else. Yeah, the cliques and crowds. I guess I'm part of a crowd. It just kind of, it just, it's a good group of friends. I mean, it's not really like a clique or anything. They kind of let anybody join. It's just that I'm close with them. Anyway, as I was saying about the crowds thing, like I just can't deal with this guy anymore. Yeah, I'll teach you to interrupt my psychology lessons. Yeah. Get out of here. It's getting kind of hot outside. Gotta take off my coat. Alright. But yeah, anyway. The peer influence and pressure, like cliques have a lot of peer pressure on you just to kind of want to conform to what they're doing, just kind of fit in. I feel like cliques, if they're the first thing you experience in like high school, then they're gonna really take a toll on how you view the rest of high school. Just because they kind of make you feel like you have to try really hard in order to fit anywhere, but that's not really the case. They're just kind of like the bad part of high school that I experienced. They're just kind of people who have really high egos and they just like cannot accept anybody else. It's just, I'm trying to come up with words for it. It's just like a really, I guess, damaging mental experience. If it's the first thing you experience. If you have a friend group in high school and then you find a bunch of cliques, it's not really going to affect you. You're just going to call those people annoying, you know, like I am right now. I'd say I've been pretty fortunate not to be involved with those kind of things. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, if you're part of a clique, that's cool. It probably makes you feel good about yourself because they're people with high egos that just don't like anybody else, but they like you. So, like, I guess I've been pretty lucky to not be involved in that kind of stuff. Just kind of be able to experience the friend groups first and the cliques next. That's very mad. In what ways has it affected me? I say yeah, from my experience, peer pressure is kind of easy to fall into. Not like drugs. Nobody's pressuring me into like smoking cigarettes or like vaping. I've always thought that was pretty stupid. I mean, like, I wouldn't call somebody who does it stupid to their face. To their face, I wouldn't. This is one of my friends. I call it stupid. I wouldn't call them stupid. But I think that it is a pretty strange thing to get into in high school because, like, it's like 15 years of progress of them teaching you that cigarettes are bad for you have just all been undone because, I don't know, you're an idiot. And you, like, one of your friends said, like, oh, it's cool and stuff. And I don't know, it's just never been my thing. When somebody does that to me, I might still talk to them, but I'm not going to fall peer pressure to it. It's kind of, that's just never been me. Times you caved to peer pressure. There have been times I've caved to peer pressure. Not bad. Again, it's not bad for peer pressure. I guess it's just, it's raining. Wow. The golden goose is in the sky, dropping eggs. I'm up on the beanstalk. But yeah, peer pressure is mainly just like how I dress. As you can see from this outfit I got here. Actually, yeah, this has got to be one of the coolest outfits I've ever worn. One of the like trendiest outfits. It's pretty good looking. Got the pajama and business attire. I call it business ultra casual. Yeah, I call it like business ultra casual. Um, Sorry, I'm just gonna fidget real quick. Uh, yeah. Now, one of the other things in here is an identity crisis, and yeah, peer pressure. Identity crisis, peer pressure, or maybe it's like the absence of peer pressure, because you're like, I think both. I think peer pressure is a good thing sometimes, because like if you don't have peer pressure, you have no influence in your life. Oh my god! If you don't have peer pressure, you have no influence in your life. So, like, what are you? You're just lonely. You have no friends. Don't have parents. Like that's your parents aren't your peers. Sorry, but like you don't have friends. You don't have like people close to your age that like care about you and like want to like, or that you let affect your life. That's just kind of sad, isn't it? But like yeah, the absence of peer pressure is just as bad, I think, because you have nothing that's really that you really let in. There's nothing that's really that you're really taking to heart. I guess suggestions and like intaking from the people around you. There's nobody you look up to or anything. Like I know some of my friends, I started taking things after them because I think they're funny, I think they're cool, I think they dress nice. Like it's just stuff like that. So I guess really when they say peer pressure, they mean like drugs, It's mostly drugs, or like just disobeying the rules. Basically, it's not like some cartoon where like every high schooler is just an absolute piece of garbage. Some of them are, but I don't really talk to a lot of them. Have I been successful at avoiding identity crisis? I say yeah, I have probably been pretty successful. Just because I've had like a lot of positive influence on me. I've definitely had some parts of my life where I've been like, well, like what am I doing? Like I've been like following other people, and just kind of going about my daily life, but I don't really know what I'm doing right now. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where I'm heading. But then I stop and think about it for a second, and I'm like, well, I have plenty of time to figure it out. And honestly, that I do have things I enjoy doing and things that can earn me money. So, and things that'll like let me be successful in life. So I think I've been pretty good with just avoiding identity crisis. Crisis is like a really bad thing, and I feel like nobody really that I've interacted with had an identity crisis. Well, it also asks which kind of identity I identify with. But I'd say somewhere in between identity moratorium and identity achievement. Because I'd say that I have like a pretty good established identity for myself. Like I know what I like to do, but I haven't made any like one commitment to what I'm gonna do with my life. So like I say I have a pretty good identity for myself, but I haven't made any rock solid commitments to one specific thing. Yeah, I think I just know like one thing that I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. Like, obviously, like, and I don't think anybody. I feel like identity achievement is really hard to get because it's kind of like it's just being someone for like forever. I feel like identity moratorium, or at least like a pretty advanced part of it, would be like the best place to be because you're constantly exploring new ideas. I feel like identity achievement is kind of similar to identity foreclosure, where you have to do this. You can't make any other commitments in life. you're this and you're not gonna be anything else, okay? That's like identity achievement is kind of like what you're telling yourself, right? Like, I'm just gonna pull up the definition. The long process by which adolescents form a stable self-identity. Like, yeah, people can identify you now. Like, now you're your own person, but is that like all you are? Like, I feel like Identity Moratorium is like the best place. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong, maybe I'm reading it wrong, misinterpreting something, but as far as I can tell, moratorium is where you have not, I feel like a commitment in life is kind of like, there, that's it. You're doing that for the rest of your life. Sorry, but like, I feel like it's not that, like, the commitment, like, yeah, you can want to do something, you can commit time to that, but you can't commit your identity to that. It's stupid. There's also something that I wanted to bring up here that it's in here as the areas of gender and ethnic identity, and it asks if you like to discuss or not discuss them. I'd say both. I will discuss them, but only with people who I feel comfortable with or know that they're kind of gonna feel the same way I do. And it's not because I want to exist in some kind of echo chamber. Actually, if I think that somebody who does this isn't gonna like freak out, and like so many people online are known to do, just freak out whenever a different viewpoint is brought up, then like, no, I don't feel like talking to that person. It's not gonna end well. I'm only getting enemies by that, because like me and my family say, you're not gonna change my mind, and I'm not gonna change yours. So let's just not even talk about it. But with my friends, I will talk about this, but that's just because I know that when brought up with the question, do you support this? Our answer will always be no. No, we don't. We love the person, but we hate the lifestyle, kind of thing. That's only for like the gender identity and I guess the sexuality identity. That's kind of the identity diffusion. Because most people, they don't stay that way for long. That's why you always see the trans people online kind of changing their profiles, their names even, all the time. Like every week you see like, oh, they, them, she, her, he, him. That was bars. They, them, she, her, he, him. But the ethnic identity, I don't really understand that one. Maybe I'm just not understanding the question there, because ethnic identity, do you mean just like what you are biologically? Because like, I'm white. That's the ethnic. That's my ethnic identity. Do you mean like people who are like half white, half black, or like people who have like Irish or just general European descent, like German people or like Russian people who are also American? It just like, that question is kind of vague. You know, I'm just gonna look that up real quick. Ethnic identity. The senses of belonging to an ethnic group. See, that's not really something you get to decide. Like, you can't just like I can't just say like, I'm black now. That's not like, I can't just identify with black people like saying I'm black now. That's just called like a friend group. Just having people that you relate to. That's just called having friends. Like, I just feel like these are such weird titles they give everything for no reason. And like, that's kind of like my general opinion for things. Like, why can't your personality just be your personality? Why's it gotta be just you? Like, if you do girly things, you're not a girl, you're a boy. Like, you just are who you are. Your personality is something completely different from your biological, like, genetic material. It's just, they're just things that I don't understand that people like to do. And look, I know that a lot of the gender and sexuality identity stuff, I'm gonna be honest, a lot of it is just so they feel like they belong to something, to some kind of group. And honestly, it is kind of our fault. It is a little bit. Just because if we make people feel like they need to make these weird drastic changes to their body just to feel something, some kind of inclusion to some kind of group, it's not our fault. Like, we really just kind of led them down their path ourselves. I mean, sure, there are weird kids. I used to be a weird kid. A lot of people still say I'm a weird kid, but I'm not like that. There was a time, a very dark time for me, that I kind of went through something like that. But then I went to church. I found some good people like that showed me what it means to truly be like a Christian. And like all that went away when I found a good group of people. I saw these people, and it was kind of like a how to talk to people class for me. I mean, not that was the only reason I was there. I was there to like go to church, but you know. But like it taught me how to like just talk to people and just be normal, I guess. Took my normal pills. Listen to that. Sorry. I like the outside. It's pretty fun to be around. And the noises, dang, bro, they're just incredible. They're just amazing. Sorry, I'm getting a little too close for comfort there. But yeah, I'd say that's pretty much my view on it. I am willing to talk about it with anybody who wants to talk about it, but not if you're gonna flip out over everything. Then that's just kind of no. Just gonna look real quick if there's anything else I need to discuss. Yeah, I just thought I'd address both the topics because I thought it would be a more interesting video. Just for you, Mr. Hughes. You might not watch this entire video, but I wanted to make it entertaining for you. And sorry the entertainment value kind of fell off around the end part of the video. It's just parts that I really wanted to focus on, you know? Because I actually do find your class interesting. It is actually a pretty interesting class. Just kind of learning how people think and like how I think. Because like it's actually kind of taught me a lot about myself, you know? It has taught me a lot about myself just to be able to understand how I'm thinking. Your class was kind of like a therapy thing for me. I also just enjoy learning. And you actually have pretty good teaching style. You're just entertaining, honestly. Like you're just pretty fun. Anyway, that's basically all from me, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. And yeah, I hope you have a good day, Mr. Hughes. I hope that you enjoy this project, and I'll see you around.